Have you ever wondered why you can't achieve the goals you set for yourself? Could it be that you are your own worst enemy? Perhaps it's time to confront the elephant in the room: self-limitation. This invisible barrier, self-constructed, often stands between us and our dreams. It's a cage we unknowingly build around ourselves, restricting our own growth, our own potential. Consider this. The greatest minds, the most successful individuals, they didn't just stumble upon success. They broke their self-imposed shells. They shattered their own limitations. They dared to dream, to step outside their comfort zones, to embrace the unknown. So you might ask, why do we limit ourselves? Well, the reasons are as varied as the individuals themselves. Fear, past failures, comparison, the list goes on. But the first step to breaking these chains is recognizing their existence. Let's delve into the common ways we limit ourselves, often without realizing it. Fear, an emotion we are all too familiar with, often becomes a barrier to our progress. This emotion, this sensation, it is universal. It whispers in our ears, telling us we are not capable, that we are not enough. It ties us down, restricting us from taking that leap of faith, from trying something new, from stepping out of the conventional. The three most common forms of fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown, are the chains that bind us, preventing us from reaching our true potential. Let's take a closer look at these chains. The first one, the fear of failure, is a daunting spectre that looms large in our minds. It is the fear that tells us not to try, not to venture out of our comfort zones, for we might fail. Yet, it is essential to remember that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone to success, a lesson to be learned. The second chain is the fear of judgment. We often worry about how others perceive us, about the opinions they form, about the labels they attach. But in the grand scheme of things, these opinions hold no real power over us. They do not define us. We are much more than the judgments and labels society imposes upon us. The third chain, the fear of the unknown, is perhaps the most paralyzing. It is the fear that stops us from exploring new territories, from embarking on new adventures. It is the fear that keeps us rooted in the familiar, the comfortable. Yet it is only by venturing into the unknown that we truly grow, that we discover who we are and what we are capable of. Fear, in its many forms, creates an illusion of safety, a comfort zone that stifles growth. It limits us, keeps us from soaring to great heights. Yet it is essential to remember these chains of fear can be broken. They are not permanent fixtures, but rather temporary obstacles. Fear, when left unchecked, can keep us from achieving our full potential. But when we challenge it, when we confront it, we can break free from these chains and step into a world of limitless possibilities. Past failures can weigh heavily on our minds, often influencing our present and future actions. Like a stubborn stain on a favorite shirt, they can seem impossible to remove, casting a shadow over our potential and dimming the bright light of our abilities. The burden of failure is often self-imposed, a chain we forge link by link with each setback. We allow ourselves to be bound by the echo of past mistakes, the memory of a stumble becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy of falling. We begin to doubt our capabilities, to question our worth, to limit our own potential. We become our worst critics, the ghosts of past failures whispering in our ears that we are bound to repeat them. But what if we could change our perspective? What if we could see each failure not as a testament to our inadequacy, but as a stepping stone on the path to success? Every stumble, every fall, every misstep is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become stronger. We must remember that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. The most successful people didn't reach their heights without first navigating the valleys of failure. They embraced their past failures not as anchors holding them back, but as catapults propelling them forward. It's time to redefine failure, to see it as a teacher rather than a judge, to free ourselves from the chains of self-doubt and to embrace the potential within us. Our past failures should serve as lessons, not life sentences. In this age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. As we scroll through our feeds, we are inundated with glimpses into others' lives, their successes, their accomplishments, their apparent happiness. It's all too easy to start comparing our own lives to these carefully curated snapshots, But here's the thing. Comparison is a game you can never win. When we compare ourselves to others, we're often comparing our behind the scenes to their highlight reel. We don't see the struggles, the setbacks, the hard work that went into their achievements. We only see the end result, and that can make us feel like we're falling short. But remember, everyone is on their own journey, with their own pace, their own challenges, and their own triumphs. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own progress. Are you better today than you were yesterday? Are you learning, growing, improving in ways that matter to you? In the end, the only person you need to surpass is the person you were yesterday. Your potential is limitless, but only when you shift your focus away from others and back onto yourself. So the next time you find yourself falling into the trap of comparison, remember this: your journey is unique. Your successes, your failures, your growth, they're all yours. Remember, your journey is unique, and the only person you should strive to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Now that we've identified these limiting factors, how can we break free? To liberate ourselves from the shackles of fear and failure, we must first recognize them as part of our journey, not as roadblocks. Embrace failure not as a sign of weakness, but as an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. Fear, on the other hand, is a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And that's where real growth happens. So, instead of running away, manage your fear and let it guide you towards your goal. But most importantly, stop comparing your journey to others. No two paths are the same. Your journey is yours alone, and it's the only one that matters. Focus on your personal growth, celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and learn from your setbacks. Remember, the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. So break free and soar to new heights.